What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Half-Life Decay. That's going to take some getting used to. Anyway, things are now starting to get interesting and exciting, kind of. I'm totally BSing you guys. This whole mission is basically going to be us going through the test course with, or the training course, rather, with enemies. It's really quite boring. But at least we get to, the game gets to inadvertently show us the training course again and give us the basics of the game, just in case we didn't bother to take the training course in the actual Half-Life campaign, or we haven't played the actual Half-Life campaign at all, or maybe you're playing this on split screen and you're bringing along a random stranger who has never heard of the game or played it before, and he has no idea what he's doing. So, this guy, who will remain unnamed because we don't remember what his name is because we can't be bothered, we'll go ahead and open the shutters right here to the training course that should be ever familiar to you if you actually played the training course session that is on this version. I'm not sure if it's on the PC version or not, but it probably is. And so we basically have to go through parts of this training course to proceed to the next room, because these doors are only programmed to open if the part of that course that's already been activated has been completed. And there's probably some sort of weird, complicated override system, but then again, Black Mesa has never made sense, so why would that make sense? Black Mesa would not start making sense now, would it? Of course, it certainly still makes a lot more sense than log levels in Quake 2. Anyway, more architecturally speaking, mainly because it's not a freaking alien world, but we won't go there. Alien worlds still have to make sense, don't they? Speaking of which, there are two head crab zombies in here, and I just took them out. And I'm mainly going to be opening up the training course with the first character, and then running the second character in behind them. And this is also very different here, because you can see the freaking acid that's spilled into the room and caused us to have to go across those fallen pipes. I don't recall that in the original version of the training course, and neither do you, because it wasn't there. Anyway, this is when we have to duck, and that door is open, but nothing happens, so we have to go over here to this side of the window, past the pile of rubble, and shoot down this zombie, and we can get through this door, I think, even though it's a security door, or somehow we're able to unlock that, and yet we're not able to unlock any other security doors here that are not part of the test course. Do we really need to know that this was the security door on the other side of it after we already just went through another... Never mind, I'm going to stop trying to make sense of Black Mesa. Black Mesa will never make sense. So let's go ahead and run the second character through here. And obviously we can't go that way because that door is busy being on fire, and my character is busy clipping along the side of the wall here, which usually does not happen in this game. But that's what we get for having a sub-campaign that is designed specifically for a ported version, so makes sense to me. I'm going to go ahead and run this character a little bit farther and play Leapfrog again with the two of them, which is usually what you'll be doing if you're playing this on single player. That deviates... Oh, apparently that headcrab really wanted that ammo really badly, but it's our ammo, so we will not be having any of that. Anyway, this button right here, I'm going to go and set... I haven't been referring to the characters by name in this video, so I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to set Gina up in front of the button and bring Colette down here and get the rest of this stuff. There's a health dispenser there that we don't need because we haven't been completely incompetent yet. And I'm going to set button activate, which will disable the security drone guns in this room, or this hallway rather, so we can get Colette to the other side and then leave her there. And then we can, I believe there's another switch on this side, or there's a way to disable the auto guns so we can bring Gina to over here. But we get some Vortigaunts. Remember these guys? The Vortigaunts, the annoying as hell, decently tough enemies in Half-Life, and that inevitably became your illiterate allies in Half-Life 2. But I still say that the Vortigaunts pretty much set the bar for what should be a good, you know, medium-range challenging enemy in an FPS game that are not too overbearing. So anyway, if we shut down the power there with Colette, that'll allow the security drone gun things to be permanently disabled for Gina to get across here. And now we have this back entrance, this stupid-ass back entrance way to the firing range, so we can run around amongst the targets down here and whack-a-late them with the crowbar if we wish. But that would be silly, so instead we're going to find some more head crabs down here, and eventually there's going to be some more Vortigons teleporting in as they do.
5, 4, 3,
They're really cheap like that.
1.
It's still not as bad as the enemies spawning behind you in Doom 3, although it will get that bad later in Decay. The actual Half-Life campaign was obviously designed better because it was longer, so we didn't have to cram a crap ton of campaigns into these tiny little missions. I still don't really have any major complaints with the design of this campaign, though. It's fine on its own. But that's sort of the way it was with Blue Shift and Opposing Force as well. Mainly Blue Shift, because Opposing Force was also decently long. But Blue Shift and this, they really try to hammer all the encounters within a small space. But anyway, much like the other parts of the test course that have not been completely annihilated by the Resonance Cascade, we have to shoot all the targets to progress to the next room, just like in the actual shooting range. Of course, we can totally cheat by just walking around the back of this unbreakable glass that has to say it's unbreakable, even though we could just shoot it to find out. And once we've done that, and kill all the enemies, of course, before they've killed us, we can then proceed up that ladder, instead of going the normal way. And we'll go ahead and bring Colette and leapfrog her up, and right into a headcrab's face, apparently, if headcrabs have faces. They certainly want our face, so I'll give it that. And this is an incredibly weird room. How is it incredibly weird? Well, there's fans pushing us in one direction, which does not seem physically possible, unless it would. Those fans would have to be so loud that we'd go deaf immediately upon entering the room. Anyway, but it's physicsy, so we will accept it. Anyway, we want to go and have Gina go to this side of the room where the vents can push her, and Colette is going to hide along that corner there, so she can stay closer to this side. And when we flip that valve there, it's going to switch the fans to going the other way, which means we can then proceed up that way. Gina will be safe where she is, and Colette can go over into this room and pick up the shotgun. Yay! I tried very carefully to only pick up one shotgun instead of both of them, but I believe we can now activate that from the other side with Colette in there. So let's go ahead and do that, and send Gina across over here. And so now she can go ahead and get in there with Colette. Every time I say Colette, I think of Tales of Symphonia, but we won't go there. Anyway, that's probably what you guys are thinking of too. And because Gina has a crap ton of health and armor, or suit energy for that matter, I'm used to Quake 2 at this point, so I'm probably gonna call it armor more than once. And it's been a while since I've done a Half-Life game compared to when I've done an id game. I did two id games at the same time, although one of them didn't have the conventional form of armor. Anyway, we don't have a lot of shotgun rounds for each character, but I wanted to make it even for each character. Oh crap! I think something spawned in there before I. Oh, never mind. If something did, Gina killed it with the non-existent AI. So this is something really weird. This is a lever majiggy that we have to operate to get the elevator moving, but it also it does not require two people to do it. Just two people makes it go a hell of a lot faster, and that is how we're going to manually crank the elevator up to a certain point. Once we've manually cranked the elevator up to that certain point, we can then nice Colette with the shotgun there, wasting her ammo. Oh well, it worked. Once we've done that, we can actually get inside the elevator because the entry hatch on the maintenance hatch on the ceiling of it is open, so we gotta make sure there's no enemies gonna spawn in. And she is utterly failing to use the crowbar, but we give her an A for effort. So now to climb up the ladder and get inside that there elevator. I may want to switch back to Colette just because, well, for one, it's not high enough, and we can send Gina up there to monitor it, so we know how high it is and or isn't. Now luckily the exit of the elevator shaft is up at the very top, and that's where the next floor is, instead of being somewhere in the middle where we'd have to move this thing in a very odd way. Now there's no way to move this down because both directions move it up, so I really don't see how this works. And there we go, we got what's his name up to this floor. I still don't remember what his name is at all, and I'm not going to be bothered to remember it probably by the end of this LP. So let's go ahead and bring Colette up now that she has not been horribly killed by headcrabs, and she has successfully brought the elevator up for Gina and the other dude who will not be named. And there we go. See, even the normal elevators don't work in Black Mesa. Oh, holy crap, freaking sentry auto gun piece of crap. There we go. Yeah, that thing will will kill our friend there, but luckily he's smart enough to stay behind cover while it's doing so. That is not the case with the other drone gun that is on this side of the room. This one, they only take a couple of hits with a shotgun to kill though, but they do a hell of a lot of damage to you, so you better do it fast. I don't think there is a way to disable these particular ones remotely with like destroying some kind of security thingy. But if your buddy there walks out of the elevator in front of that one will gun him down horribly. So he's going to go ahead and use the optic sensor thingy over here and opens the door for us. And behind door number 1 is another... Did we seriously just one-shot that? Okay. I'm content with that. No, it was... We didn't. It was because Colette was behind me and she was firing at it too. Thank you, non-existent AI. Anyway, it's this horrible thing again. Remember this from the Half-Life campaign? God, do I hate On a Rail so bad. Actually, that's where I stopped up to my point where I've re-recorded Half-Life in HD for my reboot of that LP. I just hate that chapter so much. Anyway, we have done with this mission, so now moving on to the next one. Rosenberg, that's his name. Damn it.